Hello, I am Sinead for Move AI by iCabbi, and I am joined by a fabulous lady, Dr. Cassandra Bradford, who has just spoken at our Move AI NEMT Growth Roadshow here in Dallas, and she had the audience captivated. Cassandra, you're incredible.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about your topic so the folks at home can learn a little bit of the knowledge that you just shared with everybody here?
How to win government contracts as a certified minority, woman-owned, or veteran-owned business.
Okay, so let's look at that. What is a certified minority-owned business?
So, in order to be the program has been around since the 1970s. In 1980s, when the women's movement came, the federal government enacted into law the woman-owned business program, right? And then in 1989, minorities joined in. So that means that the government has to set aside a minimum of 30% of all contracts for certified minority and women-owned businesses. So
Okay.
the first 30% of any contract, regardless of what you do.
Okay, so I'm a woman in business. I'm thinking, ding, this is totally to my advantage. Do all women TP fleet owners know about this, or are there things that you need to do to qualify? Is it just any female fleet owner, or is there a certain, is there legislation? Is there, do you have to be in business a certain amount of time? Do you have to own a certain amount, majority of the company? How does it work?
So you have to be born a woman. It has to say so on your birth certificate or your U.S. resident card or passport. And you have to own at least 51% or more of the business, and you have to work in the business. So you have to operate the business at least 51% of the time or more. So those are the first qualifiers.
Okay, so if you're a female TP with those criteria, or you could change, you could always just get another 8% or whatever that is to make up your 51%. Not only are you now also better at multitasking, more empathetic,
Yes,
and
yes,
softer,
yes.
you actually now have an advantage in being able to win the first 30% of government contracts. Minority owned, tell me about that.
So you have to be born a minority. That means you were born black or African American, Hispanic, Asian, Pan Asian, Indian, or American Indian.
Okay, same rules apply.
Same rules apply.
And vet, same.
Veterans, you have to have a DD 214.
Okay, so
That's their honorable discharge paperwork.
okay, so if you're in any of those groups and you're not currently taking advantage of that status to win more government contracts, you need to do that.
You need to do that because the government buys everything. And so based on what non-emergency medical transportation does and AI and IT services, the government buys a lot of it.
And is this done at the state level where you get this accreditation, or how does it work? How do you?
So most cities, all depends. Let's say disadvantaged business certification. That's done with the Department of Transportation of every city, every major city, right, or every state. Your regional certification agency is a region. So we can get certified here. I'm in Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex. So we have an organization called the North Central Texas Regional Certification Agency.
Okay.
It's a mouthful, right? But then we also have our Texas Department of Transportation. So those two agencies, and we have in Texas, only 2 states have this, is our historically underutilized business, which is issued by our comptroller's office. So if you want to get certified, all you have to do is just Google minority-owned business certification agency, wherever
Okay.
you live.
Okay, wherever you are, put that in to the machine and
you
get
can find
certified.
out. Or they can call our office and we'll do it for them.
Or you'll do it as well for people. Tell me a little bit about working for the government, or flipping it, not working for the government being your customer.
So the government is just a customer. They have the ability to pay your invoice, so they're not running out of money. They make money right in Fort Worth.
So
Did you know that?
it's a safe bet.
It's a safe bet. You just have to play by their rules. They have rules,
What?
and so you have to play by their rules.
How can you be smart about sniffing out different government contracts as they come up? You spoke earlier on about seasonality and also about like one-off events. If you're a TP, how do you figure out when is the government going to suddenly need ad hoc services or plan ahead for a big event? Tell me about that.
So every city, county, state is different. So you can go to the purchasing department of every city or school district or college or university and find out and just plug in your NAICS code, NAICS, right? Your Northern American Industry Classification System. It's a number, it's a code. It's your descriptive code. So if you have a software company, you're going to look up software. It's going to give you your 5-digit code. You go to that city and you say, well, what does my city have within my code? right? Every business has more than 3. And then now you see what opportunities available. But on the federal level, you can go to sam.gov, SAM. You have to first be registered in sam.gov, and then now they'll email you bid opportunities based on what you do. You don't have to leave your home.
You don't have to do anything. You just see all of these opportunities. Do you want to help transport people around the Super
Yes.
Bowl? Do you want to be part of the World Cup transportation
Yes.
providers? Okay.
And just
it's all
not
there.
just EMT. What about moving sensitive instruments? Same requirements. You got to have a van or a car. You have to have dispatch already together. You guys have the AI software for it. And so now they can move sensitive instruments for Bank of America and Wells Fargo and all U.S. Bank and all of these.
You can move anything.
You
Don't
can move
stick
anything.
to don't stick to just people. You can move
and
anything.
freight, you can move paper.
Okay, so there are plenty of opportunities with the government. You spoke earlier on schools, hospitals, prisons is a big one. But it's be open, be aware and be open to new opportunities with the government because they can be a solid customer for you.
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, you were listening.
I was so how could I not listen? The whole room was listening. We were like listening of everything that you said. You were incredible. You had everybody captivated. If people want to get in touch with you directly, Dr. Cassandra Bradford, how do they do that?
They can call our office at 1-800-718-2425, or they can go to our website, genesispreferred.com.
And what they can't do is text you, right?
No, it's
You say thou shalt
Thou shalt
not text me.
Right.
Okay, Cassandra, it's been such a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you at more of our Roadshow soon.
Oh, I hope so.